Begin with Eric Bailey of the Tulsa World and then go to Caleb McCory. Eric?
Charleston, we just got done talking to Creed, and we asked him about opting out, and he said he wasn't going to opt out. When you lose a playmaker like Kennedy Brooks, who did choose to opt out, how does the offense get started again? And just your thoughts on Kennedy opting out this season.
I mean, he has his reasons, but we just got to go with the flow, go with what we have. It's between him and God. So that's his decision. We with him on everything. He's no different than what he was. If he played with us, opting out, that's not making him no difference from what he been doing. So that's still our brother, regardless.
Okay, Caleb McCory with OU Daily and then Ryan Aber.
Hey, Charleston, going into your fourth year at OU, have you embraced being a leader, not just on the receiving core, but as the team as a whole as well?
Yes, sir. It just comes with being the older guy. People still, okay, he's been here longer, so he needs to step up, be a leader, lead the young guys. So that's what we've been doing. We haven't had much time together, but because of the coronavirus. But, the time we do have, we initiating that, leading the younger guys. So, yeah, I'm embracing that.
Thanks.
Okay, Ryan Aber of the Oklahoman and then Jason Kersey.
Yeah, Charleston, what's your feelings about at least going into the season as the number one receiving option? How much different does that feel from the last couple of years where you've had guys like CD ahead of you? And what are some of the steps that you've made in your game that makes you feel like you're ready for this?
Just my blocking, I'm being more physical blocking, showing my presence there, crack blocking, making big plays, leading the younger guys, seeing the younger guys make plays. We just coming in as a whole. We looking more fuller as fall camp goes.
Okay, let's go to Jason Kersey of The Athletic and then James Hale.
Yeah, Charleston, I'm just wondering your thoughts on Theo Howard and Obi, a couple of transfer guys who have come in. What do you see from those guys so far, and how much do you think they can help?
The pieces we brought in, Theo, Obi, those guys are they're some playmakers. One-on-one period, they're making plays, and we need to transfer over team period. But the plays they do make, I can see in the game, like, okay, yeah, we can use those guys.
James Hale with KREF and then John Hoover.
Hey, Charleston, thanks for doing this. I appreciate it. I can tell by looking at you, Charleston, that you're thicker. You're bigger than you were. You came in, you were a speed guy, and you're still a speed guy, I know. This year, talk about what development you hope to bring to the field this year and how much better of a receiver you think and in what areas do you think you're going to be better at?
Areas I think I feel better at is my yak, getting the ball, getting upfield. I feel more confident getting the ball, tucking, getting upfield, seeing the awareness, Now I can see the defense, things just coming all together. It's just like, okay, yeah, now it's time to get right. But like I said before, we all come together. We looking fuller as the fall camp ends and going into school. But, yeah, it's there.
Thanks.
Okay, John Hoover with SI Sooners and then Kerry Murdoch.
Hey, Charleston, appreciate your time. So we talked to Dennis Simmons, and he said that we get this question every year. New quarterback, whoever it is, new quarterback, how's it change? And he said from a receiver's perspective, it doesn't matter. We go out, we catch the balls. But I'm wondering if you can maybe help us understand some of the differences, the idiosyncrasies that you go from Kyler to Jalen to the guys this year. Maybe the cadence is a little different. Maybe the ball spins a little differently or arrives a little quicker. Just little things that you have to pick up on as a receiver.
New quarterback is just This arm strength still there, accuracy still there. I can just say different way they call it signals. But other than that, Tanner Mordecai, Chandler, Spencer, they're all guys that can throw the ball. So we receivers, so we catching any ball, uncatchable ball behind us, above us, below us. We just there to catch the ball. So regardless who's throwing the ball, we gonna go get it.
Can you elaborate on what you're talking about with the signals, how that changes?
It's just different ways. Kyler might signal it this way. It's in the room type, but just signal callers. That's it. Nothing different. I mean, they all can throw the ball. So other than that, we just focus on just getting the signal, translating that to the field, getting the play in.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Okay, Terry Murdoch with Sooner Scoop and Sports Animal, and then Bob Frisbillo.
Hey, Charleston. You've seen the lineage here at wide receiver, DD, or start with Sterling Shepard, DD Westbrook, Hollywood, CD. How much of that is in your mind that, you could be looked at like that if how much was that through the offseason, working hard, motivation, whatever, for you that you could reach that level, people could look at you that way with a good season this year?
Yeah, I mean, that's motivation, CD, that was my roommate, so just seeing him go through the process, I mean, it's just eye-opening, and just knowing I can do that next. And, like, the whole offseason, everything I did was gameplay. What I can do, everything just translates to the field on the game day. So, I mean, just seeing them do it, go to their camp, talking on FaceTime with them, or in our group chats, they giving their cues, so we just stay locked in, keep my head up, keep my head on right, this and that. And they just always there. I talked to Dede before, but just knowing what they did and me being the next guy up, I just see that, okay, yeah, it's time.
CD talks to you about that a lot?
Yes, sir. Just like you next type, that's my guy.
Appreciate that, Charles.
Okay, Bob Frisbillo with Sooner Scoop, and then Myron Patton.
Charleston, you came in highly touted, right? And then you redshirted that first year. When you look at Jaden, Theo, Trajan, they didn't redshirt, but they didn't play as big a role perhaps last year as they would have thought. Did you have to say anything to them and kind of show them that you're an example that sometimes, you just wait your time, the patience will pay off?
Yeah. Those guys they're not young no more, but they know what it is. They know it's time to get right. But we talk about that, just being ourselves, bringing energy to the group, patting each other on the backs, bringing each other up. Let's just make plays as a group. One make a play, the next one make a play. We just try to compete against each other.
We'll go to Myron Patton with Fox 25, and then Brandon Drum. Myron?
Charles, you talk about being that guy. Is there a certain mental makeup you got to have to be that guy? Like when it's 3rd and 8 and everybody in the stadium think the ball's coming to you, or 4th down and the big play is needed. Is there a certain mental state that you have to go to from being maybe the second guy on that totem pole to being the number one guy?
Just knowing now that every ball or any ball can come to you, so regardless, I'm running every route to get open, so just having that mindset, I'm going to kill this DB. He can't stop me. Just having that mindset, come out the ball, even when I'm blocking, he's not getting the tackle on the running back. So just having that mindset, stepping forward.
Okay, and we'll go to Brandon Drum with OU Insider.
Hey, Charleston, appreciate you doing this. You came on, I guess, a little bit during 2018. Then you had a couple big plays during the Orange Bowl, kind of your coming out party. Then you did the pro day where everybody kind of saw you running. The process for you following Hollywood, CD, and now it's your turn. Has it seemed like a long ride for you, or has it gone by really fast? How has this process been for you?
It's been interesting, different from other guys. Everybody got their different roles, but me sitting back, when I redshirted, I learned a lot. I don't take that for granted. I learned a lot that year. And just building up that next year behind Hollywood, and then the next year after that, me starting, it's just all come together. So just seeing those guys do their thing, I'm just implementing what they did in their games, implementing that into my game, all together as a whole. So, yeah.
Okay, we'll go back to Myron Patton with Fox 25.
Yeah, Charleston, you've been here a while. Have you given any thought that you guys play? You may not have a packed stadium, you may have 20%, 25, whatever, may not have any fans or whatever. Have you given thought to that and what that might be like? What do you think that'd be like?
I mean, I see in the NBA, their bubble, virtual fans, football is kind of different. We have a lot more fans. But regardless, no fans or with fans, teammates, we're our biggest fans. Sideline's gonna be hyped regardless. So if it's gonna be our sideline against their sideline, our sideline's gonna win. But we're not too worried about the fans. But I mean, the fans come in, that's gonna play a different role, and that's gonna bring, I guess, more interest to the game or bigger impact, I guess. But we're not too worried about the fans coming. But I mean, that's gonna be a plus if they can't come.
Okay, we will go. We've got time for two more here. We'll go to Ryan Aber.
Yeah, Charleston, what's it like wearing a mask in practice? And are there any challenges with that you foresee, whether it's in practices or games, as far as like communication, things like that?
Yeah, I see our training staff different from other people's training staff. Other people, they're not wearing masks during helmets. But here, we're wearing it for protection, COVID reasons. But the only thing is, like, when it get wet, you got to wring out the sweat, put it back on, But we've been wearing it for so long, we kind of got used to it, So it's just, you want to play ball, just wear the mask, be safe, protect each other, and be there for each other. So we just wear that mask, and it's cool.
Okay, our last question of the day will be from Lee Benson with KWTV.
Hey, Charleston, I've been kind of asking all you guys the same question. Knowing that a couple conferences aren't playing this fall, you're going to try to play in the spring, I know that, but knowing that you all are going to give it a go or try to give it a go in the ACC and the SEC, just for you, how important is football as a game, and not just like the sport, but things that come along with it? And then, maybe for somebody like you who, this season could potentially define or help you, get to the next level at a certain spot. So, I mean, how important is it for you to have the game of football right now?
It's very important, but a lot of guys just stay way out. A lot of guys just stay away from other bad decision making. This is just, football is just a whole different life. A lot of people don't see what football players go through to put on to do this on the field. We sacrifice a lot. So just being able to play the game, I'm gonna continue to play. That's why I'm not opting out or nothing. So I mean, I love the game of football. It's always been there. So why not keep going?